It's okay to take your time. We live in a generation that romanticizes moving forward as quickly as possible when it comes to careers and our futures and our successes within them. But there's no point in rushing quickly towards a life that will not inspire you or fulfill you. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to take the time that you need. You're in no rush to figure out your own soul. It's never too late to start over. It's never too late to change your mind. It's never too late to redirect yourself, to replace the dreams you thought you wanted for the ones that genuinely excite you and challenge you. So keep going, because the world needs your uniqueness. It needs your talent, it needs your art, it needs your mind. The world needs you to take up the space within that so you can change it with the vision that you have. You are so deeply capable of doing something beautiful with your life. Don't let the roadblocks, your self-doubt, or the way your journey is unfolding convince you otherwise. Leap towards all that scares and ignites you. Just try for something while you're here. Thank you. That's beautiful. I love that so much. I don't know what to name this. It's okay to take your time. Because it is okay to take your time. Most people feel like they just have to rush after high school, just immediately go to college, to go through that, just fucking party, drink, and never really do the things that ignite them, that excite them, that bring them that immense fucking joy. And then they immediately just go to a 9-to-5 job, and that's always been my nightmare since I was a kid. The only 9-to-5 job that I've worked my entire life was at Walmart. Believe it or not, for a fucking day. I was a personal shopper, I think. OGP, what the fuck, I don't know. But essentially, after that shift, just walked out. Never came back. Threw my Walmart uniform away. And that was the end of it. I realized that it wasn't for me. It was so painful. And there's things that I don't know if I can talk about. Fuck it. I feel like I lived a past life before. I feel like I worked that 9-to-5 before. That I ended up killing myself, and that I begged God for a second life, and that I would do it differently, and that I wouldn't waste the life that He gave me away. And I feel like that is this life. And it's just something that's so deeply rooted in me, and I've visioned the past life, like certain clear fucking visions since I was a kid. And I never told anybody this because I didn't want to sound schizophrenic or fucking crazy. But then when I hear of these people that also have experienced that, it just really touches my soul. I'm like, hey, I'm not alone. Other people have experienced that too. And it's just something that's so deeply intertwined with my soul. It's just that scares me. Just working a 9-to-5, your comfort zone. You're scared to do anything for yourself. You're making somebody else rich for the rest of your life. It's wake up at 7 a.m. Drive 30 minutes to a fucking hour to go sit at a fucking desk. That's not me. That will never be me. I'd rather be a fisherman in fucking Alaska. I'd rather chop down trees. I'd rather live off the grid. That's not me. That will never be me. And while that's good for some people, maybe we need those people here. But a lot of people just end up doing that because it's the easy route, because it's the comfortable route, because it's the most secure route, right? So they let their dreams die. And when they get to the end of their life, they regret it all. They realize that they could have been so much different. It could have been filled with happiness, laughter, fulfillment, excitement, joy. And people fail at what they don't like, too. It's one of the most famous quotes from Jim Carrey is, his father lived a life that he didn't want to live, and he fucking failed at that. So why not do the things that you want to do, because you can fail either ways. And life is such a beautiful fucking thing. Why fucking waste it? Why care what your neighbor, your roommate, your friend, your mom, your dad says or thinks about you? It's your fucking life. I've lost everybody. I have no one right now. I only recently started talking to my mom again. It's crazy, man. It's just the moral of the story is you just have to take your time. You have to figure out what excites you. You gotta try everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything, man. Fucking jump off a cliff. Go scuba diving. Go parasailing. Go on that date. Kiss her. Kiss him. Send that risky text. Go on that run. Go on that adventure. Buy that car. Make yourself happy. Who the fuck cares? As long as you're not hurting anybody, man. And just enjoy every second. Never, ever wish for a minute of your life to go by faster than it has to. Enjoy the heartbreak. Enjoy the hurt. Enjoy the sadness. Enjoy every single emotion you get to fucking feel. Because what is the alternative? Feel nothing? We want to be a zombie? No. You need to live this life, buddy. And I really hope and pray that you find yourself and that you slowly start to enjoy everything this life has to offer. I don't know where you're at. I don't know your circumstances. I don't know what isn't going for you. But I think everything happens for a reason. And I've overdosed. I've had a lot of bad things happen to me. I've had false rape allegations. People saying I had a piss kink in high school. Stupid shit like that. It just like completely ruined my reputation. And I don't know. If my mind just went completely blank, I guess I'm gonna have to end this. But on a note, I love you. You are so valuable, and I hope that you take advantage of everything that this world has to offer you. Be kind to your neighbors. Say I love you. Send that fucking text. Meet up with those people. Tell your grandma, your grandpa, everybody that you love them, because you will never know when it will be the last time. And please take your time. There's no rush. And there's this one little thing about death that I have saved on my phone that is just so profound that I think it like speaks to what I'm like talking about right now. It is Death by Clarence E. Flynn. It's, why do you fear me? I am your friend. I but guide travelers rounding the bend, lead them to freedom from time and age, help them to start writing on a new page. Seek for me never. Keep your course true. When I am needed, I'll come to you. Then I will show you roads without end. Why do you fear me? I am your friend. Death by Clarence E. Flynn. I think that people spend most of their time terrified of death. They think about it all the time to the point that they forget how to live. And while it's good to prepare how to die, and I think that you just have to learn to let it happen. And that's what I found fighting psychedelics. That you just have to let it happen to you. It's how I get over sleep paralysis, when the demon would just like attack me and shit and just terrify me. I learned that if you just lay it down and just let it happen, you experience what this life has to offer you, that it gets better. It goes away. And I don't know. thank you for listening if I ever end up posting this. Or I did anything with it. I have so much just like overflowing that I feel like I just like talk for like hours. But that's it, man. Enjoy your time on this earth. Feel every emotion. Love everything. Learn to fall in love with life. Fall in love with the sunrise, the sunset, the heartbreak, the tears streaming down your face while you're destroying a tub of ice cream, listening to Taylor Swift on the bathroom floor, back against the fucking door. It's fucking beautiful. Laugh and smile when your phone breaks when you drop it. When you step on that lake, it's hard to do that one. I'll let you get away with that one, okay? I sometimes scream and, that happens, but I'm not funny, I know. But, and I've been really obsessed with my health recently, right? So I'm trying to cut out the seed oils, the red 40, the blah, blah, blah. I even got this reverse osmosis machine. It's pretty cool because that's a whole bunch of like chemicals and shit are in your water, and I just don't like that. I think they've poisoned our generation with all these forever chemicals like DuPont, C8, etc., etc. Okay, I'm getting off topic here. My point is that. What is my point? I kind of went off track there. But, okay. I feel like I'm on like a podcast right now. I got this like Blue Yeti mic on a little stand, and I'm just laying back in my chair, just talking. And it's fun. It's like a little therapy session, and I thought I would never do this. I don't know what prompted me to do this. I have to go shadow this open house tomorrow. I don't have to, I get to. Because I'm a real estate agent now. And I really want to be successful. I really want it badly. And while it's like nerve-wracking. Like, I thought it would be easy. Like, what, you just like fucking, you show a dude a house, and you're just like, yeah, here's a contract, sign it, we're good, right? Yeah. No. It's a lot of marketing. It's a lot of annoying people, door knocking, spam calling, fucking networking. But the reason why I chose this is because I want to force myself to get out of my comfort zone, right? Because I have no friends right now, and that bothers me because I'm somebody whose social battery never runs out. And I so crave to like have friends. I don't know what I'm doing going on about this right now, but I was talking about something. If it ever comes to my brain, fuck. Okay. Might have to end this right now. I have ADHD, so my roommate just got back. I'm assuming he was out doing whatever, because it's like a Friday night, right? Yeah, the door slamming just like completely caught me off guard. Kind of scared me a little bit, But we're good here. I don't know, man. Life right now for me is kind of weird. I'm kind of stressed about my finances, and I'm telling myself that I'm not going to do DoorDash anymore because it's just eating me up every day doing that. And I feel like there's so much more that I could be doing. I could be exploring my hobbies, my interests, dive into my real estate journey, play the guitar, cook. I say cook as if I'm not cooking broccoli, rice, and chicken every day. But, man, as long as I'm paying my rent and I'm not missing my credit card payments, which has been very fucking close to doing it, but I have not missed a payment yet. Okay. And I know it all works out in the end. It always does. Everything happens for a reason, brother. Everything. or sister, if I ever posted this. Um, might get annoying saying that every 3 seconds, but to be fair, I don't know. I feel like there's just so much more that I could be doing. I feel like there's so much that I'm just too scared to do, that I'm gonna be judged for. I'm really talking like this, and reading these like poems and shit. That's really like opened my mind and like helps me realize that maybe I'm just being a bitch. That I need to take my own advice, the shit that I'm reading. And I'm kind of the self-help nerd, the little geek. Got all the books, the David Goggins, the fucking Tony Robbins. I'm just looking at my books right here. We got The Daily Stoic, Mark Robinson, How Not to Give a Fuck. My favorite book that I've read so far, it really touches my soul, is Mark Aurelius' Meditations. The profound philosophy and wisdom that he had was astounding. And for just like $6, right? It's even free on the internet right now. You could gain so much wisdom, but nobody in my generation likes to read books for some reason, which I always find fucking astounding to me. Because it's just so much fun. And, I guess everybody has their like own little things, but I think that people, like what we were talking about earlier, need to slow down and learn to enjoy life. Because we're only here for such like a short, brief time. And it's over like that. Everybody you know is gonna be dead. Nobody's gonna remember you. Nobody. So why not do the things that you want to do? Who the fuck cares if your mom, your brother, your roommate, your sister, your entire person you know here is gonna judge you? Because in the end, none of this fucking matters, right? If you're a Christian like I am, I guess it does matter. I guess you need to be pure and whatever. But for most of y'all, you guys aren't, and that's okay. But I don't know. I feel like religion's another thing that I've kind of ignored a little bit, mainly because fear. I don't really know. When I did psychedelics, I saw everybody as monkeys, and it's something that I've never told anybody because it's kind of weird, and I don't want to get like I haven't like tried to Google it. Maybe there's like I was trying to like find like maybe like a Reddit thread or something, and like people experiencing that. And I saw like one was like, oh, it makes me feel so tribal and like and I was just like, okay, well, it's nothing that like I experienced. So I look around and it's just like I'm in the ER room because the 25i fucking almost killed me. I look around and I see the nurse with this Apple Watch, right? It just looks like this huge box on her wrist and it looks so ancient. And everything she's doing just looks so simple and so weird. It's like the walls of reality are crumbling down and I actually see things for how they are instead of how I've been raised to believe them to be. Like even like driving in the passenger seat of my dad's car, the stoplights, how he drove, it just seemed so monkey-like, and it was such a weird thing, and it really like permanently altered my brain after that experience. I really couldn't think all that well, and I had to relearn a lot of things. I was really traumatic. I was extremely sensitive to chemicals after that too, by the way. So I had this class, and He had like this like fish tank or some shit. I don't know. There was like a lot of chemicals in that fucking room, and I always feel really bad in that room. I was just like, damn, and it would just like get my eyes bloodshot, and I don't know. I've been very sensitive to things like that ever since, whether it's chemicals or seed oils or certain thing here. I immediately feel it. I'm more in tune with my body, I think. I'm not really entirely sure, and I don't want to talk out of my ass and everything, but I don't know. There's a lot of things with religion that make me. I just kind of why I want it to, like, I believe, right? And that's what God tells you to do, is you just have faith and you believe, and that's what I'm doing, right? But I also want to take like ayahuasca. It's a really spiritual experience, okay? And I think psychedelics might be the key to human consciousness and the universe. And I think the reason why they made it illegal is not because it's dangerous, right? Now, counter argument is what I went through, because a lot of the times these dealers, for like high schoolers and stuff, like lace their shit or like give them stuff that they know is bad because it's like cheap and like whatever. You know what I mean, man? But I think the government doesn't want people thinking, because if everybody took psychedelics, I think we'd begin to question, hey, maybe we don't need to be living the way we are living. Maybe we don't need to poison ourselves every which way. Maybe these people at the top don't belong there. Maybe we could have a society without a government. Maybe if we choose to have a government, maybe it could be better. Maybe we don't need to be bombing these innocent countries. Maybe we don't need to be raping and pillaging. Just like an idea. I know, crazy. Maybe there shouldn't be a money printer. You say that to somebody and they're just like, how dare you? And it's kind of funny. But I think society could be so much better, but these people at the top, they don't want a middle class. They want the poor and the rich. They want a huge gap. They want all your wealth. That's what the system is designed for. When we went off the gold standard, look up what the fuck happened in 1971. You will see the huge like chart. I mean, like I can look it up right now and even start talking about it. It's fucking insane. What the fuck? I wish I was like fucking like Joe Rogan, just like Jamie. Look up what the fuck happened in 1971. But I have to do it myself, unfortunately. What the fuck happened in 1971? Yeah, so it's the site right here. The productivity for workers shot the fuck up, right? And the compensation has been fucking stagnant for what is that, like 40, 50 fucking, probably 50, 60 fucking years at this point. And I think it was just designed to steal wealth from the lower class, the middle class. Because right now we don't have a middle class, right? We have the rich and we have the poor. And I mean, like, some will argue like, oh, well, we do have a middle class, but I'm like, the middle class is not doing well, okay? We are taxed to hell. We are taxed when we send money to somebody. We are taxed when we receive money from somebody. We are taxed at the grocery store when we buy stuff. We're taxed when we fucking get gas. We're taxed. Sometimes people are taxed state tax, income tax. There's just so many taxes here, okay? And really, what are we getting out of this? People say, oh, the roads, right? The roads. The fucking healthcare, the fucking but listen, what most of our tax money goes to is not that. And while I agree with you. Yes, money should be allocated towards infrastructure and things. Most of this money goes to the military industrial complex. And some people argue, hey, we need a big military. Hey, what are you, a terrorist? What are you, communist? You think we shouldn't bomb and rape and pillage these innocent countries for their oil? Excuse me? And I think this money could go to so many other things, right? We have fucking nukes. My dude, we saw what happened in Hiroshima, Nagasaki, motherfucker. You fuck around, you find out, motherfucker. That's some Californication. Love that show. But, yeah. We could fix homelessness, right? Easy solution. But people are getting paid $100,000 a year to fix it in New York City, and guess what's happening? Nothing. Because if they actually fix the crisis, then they're out of a job that pays them 6 figures. It's just greed. Okay, so here's my game plan, my step-by-step plan of ending the homeless crisis. So, in the Bible, it talks about you teach a man to fish, he can feed himself for a lifetime. You give a man a fish, he's just going to keep expecting fish from you, and he's going to keep begging, yada yada yada. You know the gist of this. I'm probably butchering it completely, but you understand the basis of what I'm saying. So I think we take these people off the street that are willing to go to, maybe not rehab, but just get a job. We house these people. We have people check up on them. We get them in these groups. They need brothers. They need sisters. They need friends, is what I'm saying. They need a job. They need a roof over their heads. And you gotta teach them and educate them how to function in society, right? Or just helping them get on their feet. Because a lot of these people just don't have the fucking papers. You need a fucking piece of paper to do anything here, and it's kind of fucking stupid. It's like solvable issue. And I understand there's people that like just don't want to work and they just want to do drugs on the sidewalk. And okay, but I say we just send them to a facility, okay? Just a society. No, maybe. There's a lot of issues, okay, but I feel like that is a good one. And I also gotta fix the tax code. Listen, because you W-2 workers are getting fucked, and I mean fucked. How much are you actually making at the end of the year? Past like the expenses of like groceries, taxes, like income tax, gas, car payments. Like, how much are you actually making? Fuck the car payments. That's not actually necessary. I mean, just like a roof over your head and food in your mouth. How much are you actually taking home? How much of your labor, your everything's going to the government? How much are you genuinely getting from them? Because it feels like a little bit like taxation without representation here, okay? The politicians, they don't give a fuck about the working class, okay? They only give a fuck about enriching themselves. They only give a fuck about their donators. They only give a fuck about people at the top. And while Trump was your guy, because you guys, the middle class, right? He's screaming he's gonna change it, and what did he really do for you? Now really think long and hard right now. 2016 to 2020. Was your life affected really in any way, day to day? What was different? Can you really think about what was different? Since Obama or any of these presidents, they always say, oh, change, right? But it never changes for the better for you. Now for their donors, there's these tax breaks for the rich, the elite. That's where the real change is at, okay? These words, these hollow promises, these useless things that they do and say. I think we really need need a revolution in the United States. This life could be so much different, so much more beautiful. And while I know nothing's gonna change, because every revolutionary figure dies, gets killed by the CIA, and I don't think that the CIA should be a fucking thing. People are like, oh, but let me fill my nerd glasses real quick. But they like fucking, they like terrorists and like fucking, they are the biggest terrorist organization the world has ever known. There's a reason why every country hates the United States of America, for good fucking reason. Because we kill, we rape, we pillage, we fucking steal, because fucking oil. What the fuck is a kilometer? You know? It's just fucking stupid. And I think the closest presidential candidate we have to changing anything is Kennedy, and that's like a fucking long shot, by the way. No president since John F. Kennedy in like what, the 1960s has ever done anything. The Peace Corps, getting rid of the Federal Reserve, splinting the CIA into 1,000 pieces and scattering it into the wind. He warned us. What was it, Eisenhower? I'm not sure. Someone told us that there was going to be a military-industrial complex. And did we listen? No. You want to know why? Because they kill and silence any of you motherfuckers who say anything contrary to what they want. You think you're free to say anything you want on the internet? No, the fuck you're not. You say anything that might question their authority, their power, anything that might remove them from that, you will get killed and silenced faster than you know. I dare you to start talking about throwing a revolution, to spill the tea part 2. Because my brother in Christ, we're taxed every corner. Especially W-2 workers, self-employed people get a bunch of tax breaks and stuff, and they just remove it for y'all. And I think it's time that a change happens in this country. And while I want to be a person, just like a figurehead, I know I'll get murked and killed in like 3 seconds. What I think, instead of the US dollar, something that is used as a weapon is a No, hear me out. I'm not gonna say Bitcoin. I'm not gonna say anything crypto scammy fucking. Buy my Dogecoin. Buy fucking shitcoin 69,420. No, I'm not here to show you anything. I don't give a fuck about that, okay? I think, hear me out. A decentralized, anonymous currency is revolutionary because it's like cash, right? Except for no government can print this, okay? Now, once the money is out of these people's hands, where they can't print it anymore, a lot of these policies are going to change. We're not going to bail out the banks anymore. We're not going to print a whole bunch of money. We're not going to tax you again. Because inflation's a tax. Don't ever try and argue me on that. I will scream your fucking head off, you fat motherfucker. So when I say this, I do not mean Zcash. I do not mean a government-backed shitcoin, okay? Don't fight me on this. Edward Snowden, fuck him, everything. I mean, he did some good things, right? But there should be no figurehead for this currency. And what the currency I'm talking about has been around since 2015. It is sweeping the black markets. Most people will only accept this in the fraud world too, by the way. Drug world, porn, everything is Monero. And I think it's a revolutionary idea. There's a reason why this thing is not on exchanges, right? There's a reason why it's not on Coinbase or The only way you can get Monero, right, is Kraken in the United States and Binance. But Binance is shit, by the way. I'm not gonna get into that, how they're literally pushing the price of Monero down. Okay, so I was one of those people who figured out a way to get free awards on Reddit, and there's this Monero run thing, this little post. It got to like the crypto magazines and whatever, mainly because of me, because I would just spam the awards. So here's what I would do: is I would sit in the LA fucking fitness parking lot, knowing that the internet service is super shit, right? So then I would award it, and then just like it wouldn't go through, right? Because the internet shitty, but it actually did, and then I would just keep spamming it like over and over and over again, and it got to the top. I kind of got bored because I was on pre-workout, and I just went inside instead of botting it more. But it's not really botting. I guess it's just exploiting it. But yeah, we saw with Monero Run how when we withdraw our coins from the exchange, they're forced to actually buy it, because all they're doing is paper trading. They don't actually have these coins, and when they're forced to actually buy the coins, mew. Yeah, I don't know if that fucking made any sense, dude, but it is the only currency. It is fungible. Bitcoin is not fungible. Anything that could be traced. So let's say I find this fucking cool iPhone on Facebook Marketplace, right? Because I'm looking for a phone. And so I meet up with sellers. Call him Timmy. I meet up with Timmy. And I was like, hey, yo, you got Bitcoin? You accept Bitcoin, dog? And he's like, yes, sir. So I sent Timmy the Bitcoin for the iPhone. Little Timmy goes home. He gets bored. He's looking at the transaction. He clicks it because it's all on a public ledger, by the way. And he sees, oh, hey, the dude that I sold the iPhone to has $1 million, $100,000. What if I could fucking rob him? What if I can fucking kill him for his money? It is a public bank account. Okay? Now, do you want everybody seeing how much you make? Where you're spending your money? No. It's fucking stupid. And Monero is the only real cryptocurrency. I don't believe in anything else but it. It's the only proven one. And with the best security, the best fucking community you could ever. It's like early Bitcoin, 2012. It's like in its infancy, and it's so silenced by governments and pushed. And these exchanges are terrified of listing it. Kraken's the only one who take on the table. Like, fuck you. We're gonna list that shit in the United States. And if most of you motherfuckers understood how this financial system worked, there would be a revolution tomorrow, okay? Without a shadow of a doubt. They are stealing your wealth every fucking day. You are slaving away to make these people rich. And what are you getting out of it? To have a roof and some food in your mouth. Is that fucking good, you little fucking bootlicker? Is that fucking good? Huh? No, it's fucking not. You deserve more. You deserve to have more free time. Don't have to stress. You deserve to be able to have an affordable home, some good food. Don't get me started. The fact that you're being poisoned every fucking where. Whether it's your shampoo, whether it's the fucking water you're bathing in that seeps into your skin, because you're basically a sponge. Look it up. These forever chemicals, these PFAs, these C8s, these fucking shit that fucking these greedy companies dumped into the fucking water supply because it's too expensive to get rid of legitimately. It's affecting you. And there's literal studies talking about how Windex is bad for you, and it's as bad as smoking like 7 packs of cigarettes a week, just plain one time. So not is it only in the water that you're bathing in, the soaps that you're using to clean yourself, the water that you drink every day, the air that you breathe has microplastics and chemicals in it. The food you eat has caramel coloring, which is known to cause cancer, by the way. A lot of it. I'm not saying all of it has caramel coloring, because that'd be fucking crazy. But there are these fucking ingredients that are illegal in every other country, but are legal here. You wanna know why? Because the FDA is funded by these companies, right? Look it up. I'm being so fucking for real. Watch. Is the FDA funded by big corporations? Wow. And the funniest thing is that the pharmaceutical industry finances about 75% of this agency. So not only are you paying for them to not actually do their job, to poison America, to let these fucking people get away with the shit they're getting away with, you're paying for it. It's kind of funny. All these things, everybody's worried about their mortgage payment. Their little Timmy's going to soccer practice, and fucking I got work in the morning, whatever. You don't really have time to really think about what's going on. Look around. There's a reason why these men aren't as masculine as they used to be. Look at videos. You want to know why? Do you really want to know why? Because I know you don't want to know why. Because then you'd be forced to come to the harsh reality that these people are not your mommy or your daddy. They don't give a fuck about you. The government's not your friend. It is the chemicals from 3M, from DuPont, from all these fucking corporations. You are drinking these chemicals, and I know it sounds crazy, but even Alex Jones is talking about they're putting things in the water to turn these fucking frogs gay, and it's fucking real. Look at the studies. Like, how do you think that affects humans? Do you think we're just unfazed? Do you think it's not affecting us? All these chemicals in our food, in our air, in our water. Nah. There's a reason why we're losing 1% testosterone every year for, what is it, like decades now. Men don't look like men anymore. You look around, you see boys, right? These feminine men. And it's just insane that nobody fucking can see it but like a few amount of people, and without a voice, without a spokesperson, we're just gonna let these people get away with destroying society. Every time I say that, it's just like, society, we live in a society, like the Joker. Okay, you gotta make some jokes because this is kind of fucking depressing. How we're living in a society where we are being poisoned in every which way. Our tax dollars are going to the big corporations that are poisoning us, and we are getting nothing in return. you are being raped and stolen from, and you don't have the fucking balls to do anything about it. Why? Because your testosterone's low, brother. I dare you. Get a reverse osmosis machine. Walk around the neighborhood at 11 a.m. Nice. 11 a.m., 12 a.m., 12 p.m., whatever. Sunlight's bright, UV. You gotta get that 15, 20 minutes of sunlight, my brother. You gotta get a healthy diet. Eat what our ancestors ate. Eat eggs, eat meat, eat spinach, greens, whatever. Nuts. Milk, preferably kefir. And work out. And when I say that, I mean bodybuilding and running. And make sure you don't wear underwear too. That's what the Africans do to get big dicks. Look it up. It's like the funniest thing. I never wear underwear. Try to stay away from harmful chemicals. So download this app called Yucca. Go to a grocery store. You just scan your body wash, your fucking insert thing here, and it will tell you this list of ingredients and if it's harmful or not, and it will show you what you should get instead. And I wholly recommend them. And out there, you need a brotherhood. You need friends. You need to get out of your fucking comfort zone. You need to grab yourself by the fucking balls and be a man. Take up a combat sport. We gotta change the society, man. It's gonna take more than just one person talking about it. It's gonna take action. Because these words are nothing but words. Until there are riots, until we're burning down the buildings, until we're taking these people and beheading them in front of everybody, saying this is what we're never gonna fucking do again. We're never gonna let these people profit from poisoning us, for ruining us for generations. There's no due process that's needed for this. And these people that just get away with it, they just take a slap on the wrist, a fine. Sometimes nothing ever fucking happens to them. You gotta publicly kill them, man. There's no need for a trial. Maybe a public one, but still, death penalty. You're killing the human race. It's more important. You're poisoning us. Our future children are gonna come out with these deformities. And they want to kill all of you, by the way. Because with AI, with robots, they don't need you. No, honestly, they don't need you. They have people, not people, right? They have robots that can build houses now. Look it up. I saw this fucking video. I don't know if it was like some Boston Dynamic shit, but dude, this robot is putting together a fucking house. It's doing like roofing and shit. They have fucking machines that can cook for you, man. And it's only gonna get better. They have AI now. There are no needs for the rich and powerful of the world to have you around anymore. Because before, you were just the robots. You were the slaves. You were indebted servants to them. To the select few. There are two different realities. The people who work and the people who don't. So the people who have money and people who don't. The people at the top. And there has to be a revolution, and it's going to be violent. There's going to be death and chaos and destruction, but in the wake, with a good leader, you'll come out on top. And you gotta go through the hard times to have the good times, man. And I think right now we're in the hard times. I think it's only gonna get worse from here. Don't get me started about the digital IDs, brother. The CBDC. Future's not looking so bright out here, man. You gotta kill these people. In the Bible, it talks about it too, brother. You kill every last cockroach. What you gotta do is you have to kill these people who want to depopulate you, who want you to fucking eat the bugs, right? You're gonna eat the fucking bug and you're gonna fucking like you dirty little fucking slut. Yeah, you're gonna eat that fucking fake chemical meat. Yeah, no, you're gonna fucking like it. I'm gonna be able to see every one of your fucking transactions. Be able to freeze your money instantly. You're not gonna be able to do anything about it. You wanna know why? That's what they want. They want to control you. Every government since the dawn of humanity has craved and wanted this power that they have now. Now, I'm not saying 9/11 was like, oh, it was definitely a hoax. Not a hoax, but like, Bush did 9/11, right? Because here's what I'm gonna say. Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. If you really think that one little plane took out that entire tower, you're dumb. If you don't think it was just a false flag, you're kinda dumb. Not even gonna lie. And you guys ate it up. It was an excuse for more power. You think the government gives a fuck about killing you? Go back to their prohibition. Go back to these CIA things, dude. They don't give a fuck about you. They see you as little fucking guinea pigs, little fucking rats. You think they give a shit? No one's gonna fucking say this shit, because nobody fucking can. They don't care about you. They'll poison you, they'll kill you. If it benefits them. There's so many of y'all. Who cares if a couple thousand die? I'm not saying I agree with this, but I'm just saying what they think. And it's crazy because most of you guys don't see it. It's gonna be too late. Your bloodlines, the things your ancestors fought and died for and sacrificed for through the hardest times of history. Poof. All gone. Because little Timmy was too stupid to sit down and look around and see what the fuck was going on. And it's a damn shame. Your ancestors would hang you if they realized that everything they went for and sacrificed for never ended up mattering. You have something great within you, and you need to harness that. You need to be strong. You need to be a man. You need to be a strong man. You need to be a strong woman. You need to be a strong mother, a strong father, a strong member of the community, a good brother. You gotta help those people, a good sister. You gotta help the people that are quote unquote beneath you. You gotta help the helpless, man. That quiet kid. That kid is being bullied. You gotta grab him, man. You gotta help him. That's what so many people fail to do. You don't see people as humans anymore because there's so many of us. It's like, oh, who cares? But I don't know, man. I'm probably gonna end this recording. It's been 53 fucking minutes. I thought I was gonna end this shit like an hour ago. Fuck. I might end up posting this as like a whole ass podcast. I can just talk for hours and hours and hours, man. Oh, it's kind of embarrassing.